Okay, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hope all is well. I'm gonna let a few of y'all get on. Yeah, before I get where I'm trying to go. Okay, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hope all is well. I'm gonna let a few of y'all get on. This is my first time doing a live. Yeah. Based off my good friend Marcus. Before I get where I'm trying to go. Who I call my bestie. Okay, good afternoon, good afternoon. I don't know why I'm hearing myself in an echo. I'm gonna let a few of y'all get on. This is my first time doing a live. Yeah. Based off my good friend Marcus. Before I get where I'm trying to go. Who I call my bestie. Okay, good afternoon, good afternoon. I don't know why I'm hearing myself in an echo. I'm gonna let a few of y'all get on. This is my first time doing a live. Yeah. Based off. Okay, I'm known as Mr. Jala or Chef Jala. Now, I normally get on Atlanta Street interviews from Chef Jala. So, a few of you all that's been around for many years with Marcus might know my name is Chef Jala. I watch him every day, but I watch him on my big screen. So I don't watch him on my phone where I'm able to comment. So I might make a comment once a month. I know, and I really need to make a comment when I do make that comment. But otherwise, I don't comment. I just watch Marcus on the big screen. And a lot of us that watch him on the big screen, it's like we behind the scenes because we not commenting. We just he has hundreds of subscribers that doesn't comment. We behind watching on the big screen, and we don't want to pick up the phone and try to make comments or whatever. It's not necessary because most people is commenting something that you want to comment as well. This echo is really bad. I've never experienced an echo to where I'm talking and then come back. It's a delay to where I can hear myself talking. It repeats what I'm talking about. See, I can hear everything that I just said about 10 seconds ago. It's repeating itself. It's a delay to where I can hear myself talking. It repeats what I'm talking about. See, I can hear everything that I just said about 10 seconds ago. And what I'm gonna go ahead and start here in a second. Again, this topic is about my good friend, Mr. Marcus. Don't blame him. Don't blame Marcus. He's just a man. And a lot of you men on here talking about Marcus and putting him down. Behind the scenes, you have did what he's doing at least once in your life. You have made that same mistake in your life. You have not been in this world to be his age, a little younger or a little older, and not made a mistake and was talking to someone, a youngster, that you feel you shouldn't have been talking to. But then once you figure the shit out, you went on about your way and tried not to make that mistake again. So that's why the topic is called Don't Blame Mr. Marcus. He's just a man. Because trust me, I had a lot of older men on me when it's late, and I've seen it practically my whole life. So just like you say, just pray for them and just forgive them. If you of God, God tell you to forgive. Leave the punishment up to Him. So you can forgive and move on. Let Him move on. He has to deal with whoever He's going to deal with. You know, He might not even deal. It might just get brushed under the rug. You know, never know. But it's a good thing He didn't interact with the young lady. You know, doing the essay, I think they call it. I'm not sure. But still, regardless, forget about all that. Forgive him. He assumed, whether he looked at that ID or not, he assumed that she was at least 18 or 19. That's how she portrayed herself. She was a little, what's the word? She was a little, uh, the garden, the thing you use in the garden, that's what she was. Fast in the ass, as the older people would say, you know. So she also brought that on herself. Yeah, he should have knew better. But like I said, she was a garden tool. So that's why she was away from home, you know. She didn't want to follow the rules or none of that. She wanted to be out there in the street. That's why she had the older guy, 29, 28, on her arm, and she's supposed to say she's pregnant by him, you know. But like I said, in some states, I commented this also. In some states, at 16 and 17, you, if you pregnant or have a baby, you are considered grown. And I'm gonna say that the law could have changed now, but where I'm from, back in my day, that's how it was. Because I was pregnant at 16. And that's what my mom was told. She's pregnant. She's grown. Even after I had the child, she's got a kid now. She's considered grown. So I put that up on the comment. But for the state of Georgia, that's not the case. I looked it up. For the state of Georgia, you are still considered a minor, whether you're pregnant, got a baby, or but push all it. I still watch Marcus, and I'm going to continue to watch Marcus. Now, if he was just a darn right, I don't want to use that word on YouTube. Yeah, then I would think different. I wouldn't watch him. But like I say, I know a lot, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and met a lot of men that flirted with young girls. So I didn't stop being. Well, they were probably one. Well, some of them probably was my friend. I didn't stop being their friend. You know, if you 17, 18, I've been saying that my whole life. I was around that. You know, hell, my kid's daddy was 3 or 4 years older than me. So, like I say, um, she was fast in the ass, and that's why she went at home. Been gone. I think it says since May or June. Yeah, I think since the end of May. You know, so you wanna blame everybody, but it's such thing as forgiving. Maybe not forget, but forgive. And Mr. Marcus gonna be okay. And I'm still gonna watch Mr. Marcus. I still enjoy. I never did the spicy thing. I'm not into that. But yes, I'm still gonna watch him. not my